What up, episode 1 of Mike and Daryl's Travels. So this is going to be a podcast where we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And today we're going to talk about just driving and traveling.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
So we set off on an adventure to...
What up?
This has turned into a lot. Mike, say what's up.
What's happening, guys? Mike here.
Hopefully you can hear our voices. We don't have our mics today because I left my mic in the other book bag. But we'll figure this out. You probably got a lot of road noise, and who gives a shit? So I decided that I needed to clean out a storage unit that I have in Philly, and I'm like, bro, I gotta go to Philly to clean out the storage unit. He's like, oh, well, let's just take the truck. I'm like, oh, great. I'll do the gas, I'll take care of food stuff, and we'll just run it up.
I'm the guy with the truck.
He's the guy with the truck. He's always the guy with the truck.
I got the truck.
He's got a truck.
These are facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Getting it, boy.
he's out.
Another one.
Yup. Give me that.
ATM John, boy.
Give me that. Love it.
Yeah, it's
They're gone.
cold too.
They're
57
gone.
57 degrees.
57 degrees. They freezing.
Yes, sir. That's why they out. They just trying to get where they going.
Some bikes feeling nice though. I'm sure them throttles is like right.
Now all the cars sped up.
Hell yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to do the storage unit. We picked up a car a couple weeks ago that we need to put a transmission in to be my next car. So we ordered the trans, and we're like, oh, well, we might as well pick up the trans too.
That's
and
an
then
hour and a half further north on top of our drive.
right. So from there, and it's like we've been talking about this motorcycle rental thing we've been doing. So we're like, we need to grab a couple more bikes.
We got that started, by the way.
Which it is started, and
we can add a link somewhere.
we'll put a link
here.
in the bio somewhere in there where you can have access to it. But we got one bike officially rented, which is pretty cool. And so I'm like, yo, but I want to get a bike too. And I knew exactly the bike that I wanted, which I wanted the 09 through 14 body style R1. And guess what we got a chance to pick up? On our drive down, we found a guy in Delaware, a week before in Delaware. Did what we could to get him to hold it or put it pending for some marketplace. And we wind up getting into Delaware as our first stop on our way coming up north. And
we also scored a hitch mountable motorcycle ramp that mounts to the back of the hitch of the truck. Yeah, we scored it. We purchased that a couple hours prior to leaving.
Right. So we got this motorcycle hitch which holds up to 600 pounds. The bike sits across the back of the car on this hitch thing.
You can barely see it.
You can barely see it when you're driving, which is good, but also a little nerving because you're like, did the bike fall off yet?
But the cars behind us will let us know if the bike falls off.
Yeah, if the bike falls, we're definitely going to know because there's going to be accidents and all types of crazy shit coming on. So we wind up getting that done. Today's the day where it seems like we're on the last leg of the tasks because we got the bike, we got the transmission this morning, and now we're heading to the storage unit to get that done. So it's pretty crazy. And all within, we left midnight.
Thursday at midnight.
So.
And it's now Saturday morning at 11:30.
Saturday at 11:30. And we're almost done with our tasks.
We did stop, get a good hot shower.
Yeah, we got the
good night's
shower, which was nice after being in the car for a ton of hours. We slept, but it was interesting because we live in Florida now, so we don't have that blood from up north like we used to. We're definitely not acclimated to the cold anymore. And
it's freezing.
Freezing.
I'm not even gonna front and act like it ain't. It's cold.
It's fucking cold.
I've been in Florida for like 15 years. I'm a tropical dude.
We slept at my dad's Airbnb spot or whatever you want to call it. And man, it was 40-something degrees at night.
Yeah.
We were cold as shit. And then this morning we call ourselves getting ready to go out and walk around. We go to the Wawa. It was cold from just the car to the Wawa. And And then even right here where we were waiting at the JDM spot, it's like a warehouse, so it's not like it's really heated. Just a lot of waiting and movement and cold.
And nothing goes to plan. We had a lot of detours, a lot of traffic. I mean, we can't act like we can put together a short reel and go, everything went according to plan. It didn't.
Nah.
Stuff happens. It is what it is. You just got to keep moving forward, stick to task at hand.
Yeah. Like, so we wanted to stop at the bank in Delaware.
Oh, yeah.
Which
was supposed to be along the way. Which
it was supposed to be along the way.
It was.
But it was supposed to be in Delaware, 6 miles from the location that we were going to go to. So I call the bank and I want to verify if there is a branch location where the app is saying there's a branch location. Really nice lady I talked to for fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes, long ass conversation. But she can't find this branch.
She was determined.
She was super determined to help. She was sweet. So we couldn't find the branch, although the locator was saying it was a branch. So then she's like, well, what's your route? What direction are you going? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, we're heading towards Delaware. We were in Virginia, heading towards Delaware. So she's like, oh, okay, well, just open up the app. And then search along the route and you'll find a location. And I was like, well, I can no longer trust the app because they perfectly do
false information.
So I can no longer trust the app because I used it already and I'm calling you to verify and you're telling me the location isn't there. So I can't even do that anymore. False advertisement, right? So I pull up the route and it shows that there's a shit ton in Maryland before we get to our actual location. So we stop there. That becomes a whole extra hour just waiting at the bank because as good as Navy Federal is, a lot of people use Navy Federal and it's extremely, extremely busy. And this location was like in and out. A long line in the teller side. So we finally got through there, got back in the car. Now we're starving because we didn't eat anything. We were like, oh, we're gonna just let go as long as we could go driving. And obviously we stopped a shit ton for gas every 380, 400 miles. Every 400 miles. About 400 miles. So we stopped for gas. And then, so we got what we needed. We wound up getting Chick-fil-A, which I don't really eat any fast food, really. Pizza's my main jam. Other than that, Mike doesn't eat that much bullshit food either. And we stopped at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to do Chick-fil-A, I'm going to have a milkshake. So we got our Chick-fil-A. I enjoyed the hell out of my milkshake, which destroyed my stomach later. But it was worth it. And then we wind up finally making it in to go take a look at that bike, which was really, really great to see it in person. And
that'll be video number 2. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk more about exactly how that went down, what we saw, how we got a chance to use the ramp. Pretty cool feature.
We'll talk about future plans of the bike.
But yeah, so we'll give you some insights on all the little projects and things that we're creating. And the point for us of doing this podcast is sometimes we've been thinking about it for a while, like we should just do a podcast. We don't really know what to talk about. And then we're like, well, the beauty is we can just talk about whatever comes to mind. And sure, will we have certain topics on certain days? Yeah, but definitely have some just overall freestyle conversations.
Yeah, what better time to talk about when you're stuck in a car for 16 hours?
16 hours, right? So it's kind of seemed like a good thing to be able to. After this trip, we'll definitely get a mount. We'll figure that out. I don't really know. I've got stuff at home that we can use, so we'll get better at this thing. I don't know if my goal is for us to be able to do it remote from each other's places, so that way, just sits in front of the computer, I sit in front of mine, we just chit chat, or we can set up spots or places where we want to do it.
Well, cool note that we did it with remotely, computer to computer, and when we want to provide visuals, we'd be able to add it to it as well too, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Split screen, stuff like that.
Yeah, you can use a program called OBS. Last week, literally just pull shit right in front of the presentation. I'm trying to figure out how to use that better. So yeah. So the trip's going well. As Dee said, we're going leaving Jersey now. Traffic's flowing pretty steady. It was a little rough when we first got on the turnpike.
It's always unique being out of the city for so long and then coming back to it and driving in all the traffic.
Yeah.
But you think the traffic locally is bad, and honestly, compared to how many people are here, it's really not.
No.
But you also realize living in Florida how relaxed you became. You watch all these people flying past you and driving like maniacs, and it's like, oh wow.
Florida drivers drive like maniacs too.
They do.
Different type of maniac though.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some craziness in Florida driving. That's pretty crazy. FedEx, that's wild. I wonder if he knows it's open. Probably not. But yeah, so when we get back, we said we got to get our cheesesteaks. We got to get soft pretzels, which Pretzel Factory will still be open for a little while.
And we're taking all that home.
We're taking all that back to Florida.
Well, not the cheesesteaks. We're going to eat the cheesesteaks.
Yeah. We're going to eat the cheesesteaks here. Our go-to spot for cheesesteaks, Castor Pizza is one of our faves. What other spots are go-tos? What is it?
Old English in Bridesburg.
Old English in Bridesburg. What is it? D'Alessandro's. Off of Henry Ave, Ridge Ave, I think it is.
I like John's down by the shipyard.
John's.
Little shack.
So we'll definitely do that. Always good to walk away with some cheesesteak in your blood.
Gain like 10 pounds. We probably won't be so cold.
I feel like I'm going to get a ton of weight on this trip because it's like all I eat is BS.
Yeah, it's usually how it works on road trips and vacations.
Sour Patch Kids, energy drinks, sunflower seeds. You know, just the basics to keep the blood thin and flowing.
You don't realize, like, even just sitting in a car for a couple hours, you start getting tired because you're not doing nothing. The body's not moving, the blood's not flowing. You're just sitting there staring at lines.
Nah, man, my fucking legs, like my hip and joint area, it feels fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Good thing is we are in the truck, so you can stretch your legs out pretty straight.
Yeah.
And when you want to crash or you need to chill out, you can lay in the back seat. There's plenty of room.
We gotta figure out a name for this channel.
Name for the channel.
Podcast channel.
If anybody has any names and watches this, drop it in a comment.
What about eclectic conversations?
Eclectic.
I like the word eclectic. I used to want to make a general store called Eclectic Tangibles.
I remember that. And we're open to suggestions on topics to talk about within reason. I don't personally like to talk politics with people. I'll talk about them and you can listen, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to have a hash out with somebody.
I don't care about
their beliefs. No, not at all. But I'm down to talk about.
But yeah, we can talk anything manosphere. We can definitely talk anything cars. We can
trading, stocks, crypto.
I'm the head coach and trainer for the Vegan Trader Collective, which is a mindset trading community where we help people focus on building the right type of mental and emotional capacity to help transform you into really who you want to be as an individual, and then how do we apply that to trading. So we definitely have that. We can always chit chat on, talk about some of the screen shit, talk shit, experiences.
20-year ASC certified technician.
Yeah.
Talk car stuff, pretty much anything that runs and drives.
Talk louder too.
Anything that runs and drives.
Yeah.
We can talk about. Engines and engine.
I've got 20 years of sales experience. I've been a coach and trainer for probably the last 8 out of the 20. So we can always chat. Sales talk, business talk. I did business consulting for around 12, 13 years for various types of companies, small businesses, medium-sized and large. So a number of different areas of experience that comes out of the two of us as well. We both spent like the majority of our lives working on cars, honestly, growing up, playing around with Honda Civics, doing all that different shit back in the day, Honda Preludes, Mazda MX-3s, RX-7s, Eclipse turbos. I mean, we had a number of different cars between the two of us.
Bikes.
We also love motorcycles like crazy. I've had R1s, ZX-10s, ZX636s. Mike's had.
I had the ZX7.
We had the ZX7.
CBR 1000.
CBR 1000.
ZX10 also. And we're going to be going to the track, guys. We're going to be hitting the road course. We plan on getting out on the bikes. We'll document all that. I'm sure the experience itself will be in depth and fun. Learning experience. You know, I'm sure track day 2 will be a lot smoother.
Yeah, and we turned 40 in 2025.
Yeah.
Wait, 2024?
Yeah, no, 2025.
We're in 2024. Yeah. Look, man, I never know what year it is. So 2025, we turned 40, which is going to be an interesting thing.
Mile marker, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So here's a crazy story, right? So my mom calls me, and I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, yeah, I was thinking about my baby, and I just wanted to call you. He's going to be turning 40. And she's like, it's such a milestone. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you're turning 40. And I was like, well, yeah, I know. And she's like, that's a milestone year. And I was like, oh, shit, you're right. What am I going to do for my 40th? So now I'm pondering what potentially would be my celebratory gift to myself for my 40th birthday. And a small piece of me is thinking California Superbike School for racing. So go out to Cali for 2 days, 3 days, treat myself to some motorcycle race school. And then obviously I can't do that without Mike, so we got to figure out that part of it. But I think
I'll get there. We'll figure it out. We always do.
I wouldn't want to drive it though.
No, but if we're gonna go, we're either gonna be renting bikes.
Yeah, we'll use their bikes.
Or we're gonna be driving there to get our bikes there.
We'll use their gear. I mean, we can ship them. We can always ship them.
True.
Ship them and trailer them.
True. We have Jeff. Jeff likes to drive.
There's no way I would ask Jeff to drive to California. It would take him the same amount of time we would stay in California. It would take him that amount of time to get there. Like, nah.
He'd be like, I had to stop and eat.
I had to stop and eat. Cool cue on my face.
But no, we'll keep track of the track days and all that as we're going. We have a lot of small businesses and side hustles that we do.
Yep.
I do and work on anything and everything. If it involves your hands, I pretty much tackle it. I'm always down to try and learn something new. Always have been.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I feel like I can fix it. And I've proven that to myself over the years. From home remodel to, like we said, automotive repair, motorcycle repair.
You build all types of stuff. The van, remember the van?
I built
that
the camper van.
That van was awesome.
Camper van build took me 5 months to do. Did it basically 100% by myself. Had help on the clean out, but other than that, fully assembled. I'll show you guys pictures of that.
You did everything solo. You only hit me up a handful of times for little minor shit. Yeah, how to test certain things when you have trouble with the actual van. But the actual build side you did on your own.
Yeah.
That was cool. You did that transmission by yourself twice.
Yeah, I took the trans out of that
bench press it. You know, it's always good work.
Dude, I literally picked that bitch up myself, bro.
It's
crazy.
It's little in the transmission world, but it ain't little.
It's definitely not. But yeah, so that's us. This is episode 1. We'll figure out how long we want the episodes to be. More to come. I mean, they can range anywhere from a half hour to an hour, depending on what we decide we want to talk about topic-wise. Honestly.
And we may run a few pilots. We don't know yet. We may do some stuff, change it up.
There's no rules here.
I think we need some music. We need an intro. Like, wow, something cool. Like,
we need Batman and Robin intro. But yeah, we'll figure that stuff out.
Intro.
It'd be cool to do like a Dragon Ball Z type intro. What will be your transformation? Who are you picking? Who's your character? I've always been a Gohan fan from the jump. I think he doesn't get enough attention, but he's probably one of the best characters if he would have continued his training.
I feel my attitude and personality is more of a Vegeta.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
It kind of flows together, essentially.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Fire danger very high.
Go with that. Don't touch my Boma.
Right. Yo, he tried to fuck yours up.
Yeah, you did. He went hard.
Yours beat the shit out of that nigga without even beating him up. Smacked him out of Super Saiyan.
Shot that one to destroy the world. He got disrespected.
Don't touch my Boma. Boma's a baddie though.
And she got money.
Yeah. Boma's a rich baddie. Oh yeah, we love anime too. So
yeah.
I'm not sure I can't say we're anime specialists, but we do like anime.
By no means, but we like watching anime.
We do like watching it, talking about it.
Down to check some new ones out. You got something you could share?
Yeah, we probably could do some review videos where we'll just watch and talk about what we saw, what we liked, what we enjoyed. That'd probably be a fun little spin. We love watching MotoGP.
Oh yeah,
especially a lot of older MotoGP videos. Obviously new races too, but
one guy, fucking George Martin, boy, watch out for that man. Plays no games. George Martin, he came close last year, and he's on that this year, man. He's got it. Maybe neck and neck.
And maybe we'll have different guests on too. Just regular people like us, man. Have something to say, a story to tell, a story to share.
Do some featured speakers.
Yeah.
Talk about their experiences where they were.
Yep.
We got a few friends that have been to cool places.
We know people. We ain't now baseball.
I got a guy.
I got a guy. You got a guy?
Go here for 2 miles. Get off.
You got your ticket?
Right there.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, don't lose your toll ticket.
Don't lose your toll ticket because you have to pay all the tolls.
They don't know where you came from.
We're not sure.
We lost one time, and the lady was cool, and she had a spare ticket.
She was really nice.
Yeah. We were young, too. It was one of our first couple road trips.
Done many.
I want to say Carolina, maybe?
Carolina was crazy. The Carolina road trip was crazy because Ann had to go to the bathroom, but Mike's grandpa was in the back seat.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I think it was Florida.
Was that Florida?
That was Florida. Carolina was Get Rich or Die Trying, and the little truck.
We were in the little Dakota, right?
Yeah, the little truck. My mom's truck.
Dakota was cool. That's when you rear-ended your dad.
No, that was the Jimmy. That was when Ann.
That was Florida?
That was the Jimmy when Ann going to Florida. Yeah. I was checking a chick out. I was checking a chick out in a Mercedes at a toll booth, and I bumped my dad, and his weak ass bumper dented. If he had a better bumper, it wouldn't have dented.
Totally. Now you get off here. What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
We gotta pay cash. Totally.
Is that cash?
Just keep going straight.
I thought that was exit.
Just keep watching.
Alright, I was just.
Don't be so aggressive.
I was moving out the way.
Chill out, homie.
I seen the trucks moving.
This guy loves a good throttle on a car, on a truck, man. See that sign? Full service cash changes.
Got you. I just seen the trucks getting over and seen the exit sign. I thought it was
you got
exit.
excited. You was ready to roll. My man was ready to punch it.
I was.
Did you hear the throw? Listen to this truck when he hits the throttle.
I was gonna pass everybody. You'll hear the throttle when I get out of here.
This shit is wild.
As soon as we get out this toll, I'm like,
this thing gargles. Maybe, hopefully the phone stays up.
Approaching a toll booth.
And then we gotta do the other toll. I said a boom, chicka boom. How you know how much it is?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know where the fuck we're at.
This is where we got. This is where we came in. We're getting off at Turnpike, Philadelphia. Most likely 12. Most likely $12.
Man, I'm trying to get a motherfucker.
We'll see.
$12.
I'm not good at understanding this thing. Anybody know how to read these? If you know how to read these, tell us. We'd love to learn.
You don't have to no more though. You just, that's the problem with GPS. Back in the day, you used to have to read which streets you were going on, where you were turning, look for a sign.
You had to use MapQuest.
So you had to think about it. Now you just follow us, turn here, so you don't think about it, so you don't ever really learn where you're going anymore. Yo, this lady in front of us, her shit's $17.60.
Yeah, so we'll probably be around.
That shit's gonna be like $12. Watch.
$12.95.
These motherfuckers, they're gonna take all my toll money.
I'll replenish it for you, buddy.
These cunts. What?
Ooh. Nobody likes that word. That's not a good word. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a good word.
Let me explain myself real quick. So
that's not a good word. No.
I watch a lot of British TV, and it's very acceptable
and they say that
in the
word
UK.
like
yes.
every 5 seconds.
So ever since I've been really on that, it's like I don't mean to. It just comes out.
He totally means to, and he's using that as an excuse.
That
in
is not
his
an
core,
excuse.
he loves bad words.
I do like bad words.
He loves all the bad words. We've literally known each other since we were 5, 6.
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a long time.
It's a super long time.
You're about to be 4 years old, dude.
You're about to be 40.
You're about to be
fucking
40,
old.
bitch. You're old.
You're an old ass.
You talking about your hip hurting a second ago.
You talk about your life hurting. You guys hear this fucking? You hear that growl? This thing's crazy. Growly, growly. All right, so. Yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much sums up what we're trying to accomplish here. We want to add value. We'll have a lesson of the day. That's something I'll work on. Lesson of the day. Something practical.
You should do a quote, too.
I'm in all things occultic. I'm in all things in the world of that. So
yeah, I'll come up with a quote for the end of the video.
A quote for the end of the video?
Like, today's quote will be, don't eat the yellow snow.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good, I mean, it's...
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yep. These are facts in life that'll help you.
Facts of life that'll help you.
Yep. I'll come up with better ones later, but we'll start with that.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, so it's so damn cold.
Yeah.
56 degrees now, folks. It did go up. We went from 48 to 56.
So it's a little cooler, warmer.
Love the sun. That's why I live in Florida.
Look, nothing like it. Nothing like it. I know some people don't like being hot; they prefer to be cold. But let me tell you, I'll take sweating my ass off any day of the week than being cold. There's something comforting about the warmth of life being warm.
How far are we from my sister? Is he signs for Bristol?
Oh, we're not far, bro.
No.
Put her address in and John. Damn. That's crazy. Bouncy. Put it as a out stop.
This will be there in 4 minutes.
4 minutes away from.
So my sister came to visit a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. It was February, so 10 months. And her boyfriend left his watch in my house. And they're like, hey, Mike, ship that watch. No, it's a watch. It's a watch. And I looked it up on Amazon. He only paid $100 for it. So it wasn't like it was like a really expensive watch either.
I mean, $100 is a lot.
No, $100, that's a decent watch. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking
a lot for a watch.
I'm not knocking the watch, but...
It sounds like you are.
I wouldn't have left my watch either way, personally. First thing I do in the morning is put my watch on. You know?
My watch don't even work.
You didn't charge it?
Yeah.
Oh. So anyway, we're gonna drop this watch off.
1 year later, you get your watch back.
I brought it back, though.
Yep.
He didn't have to come get it. That's a perk, right?
I mean, it could have been mailed.
It could have been.
Very easily. They could have sent you the mail money.
If I would have went to the damn post office.
Post office has standardized boxes.
Yeah, I know.
$5.42, bro. You could have had that box. Gone. Oh gosh. My hips.
You got hip stretches.
Yes, I do. It shifted the whole game. But yeah, so I think you guys get an idea of a little bit of our personality structure. We will continue to figure out how to hone more of this in direction, but that's all I got for today. I'm signing off. Mikey, nice?
I'm good. I don't have nothing. Future videos will have topics to discuss, so it'll be a little more in depth and a little more straightforward, not so much the thinking and the sporadic coming off the top. So it'll come off a lot smoother and more structured.
More on purpose.
Yeah.
We'll give you both. You'll get the free thinking and the structure.
Yeah.
We'll probably start with a structured topic and see where that takes the free thinking. And then there'll always be an opportunity for Q&A as we build an audience. So we'll holler at you later.